Hey, what's going on, guys? It is RRR2 WTFRR2 WTF, and it is Saturday night, 10 p.m. It is actually 22:01, and we are live. We're all here. Alan Winter's here. Popeye's here. Dave's here. Everybody's here. We got 7 thumbs down. I think we can do a little bit better than that. We want to be to 242 thumbs down by the end of the evening. If you will, kindly, please. And by the way, fuck all of you. And I just saw a special on composting toilets, and I think you all should use your mouths as composters. So let's get those thumbs down going and release a little bit of anger and frustration. I know that it's hard to yank a 1-inch pud during the week and actually get anything out of it. So let's try and take those low T asses to the next level. What's going on, guys?
Popeye,
Well,
you answer the question first.
Someone answer something.
what's going on? I tell you, I had a great hit movie this week that I put out. It's almost up to 400 views. Got a lot of enjoyment out of it. Had a great song. This movie was kind of like, paying tribute to somebody. It was showing somebody how wrong they are and showing viewers where they should be and not be. All right. And what I mean by that, it's almost the end of April. And over a year ago, me, Dave, Allo, we lost a good friend to cancer. It's a very serious subject. And we miss her dearly. So I made that movie in her loving memory. I think she would have liked it. Guaranteed she would have liked it. And it's part of my shaming campaign on these e-beggars and these people who take in donations. Okay? And I am specifically talking about the Ren Zero channel and the Chixie channel. Okay? They're taking in donations left and right. And in that movie, I asked them, and I asked everybody, go to their channel, ask the hard questions. Do it. And these are the hard questions. How much a month in donations are you taking in? Are you willing to prove you're taking the amount of donations in? Are you willing to prove where you are spending all that donated money? Okay? And plus, they've showed a movie where they've given kids, a little free lunch and a boat ride. That's great. That's what I call heartstring tugging stuff. All right. So what I'd like to know, how much they spent on the food, how much they spent on the boat ride, how much do they have left over? Any good channel that takes in donations will do that for you. All right. I am getting very serious with these e-beggars. And I'll tell you why I'm getting very serious with these e-beggars. Because they're out there saying crappy things about people. All right. And I want you all to listen to this. You're going to love this. You listen to it, and it goes over about 1.5 minutes long. And this is the guy who wants you to donate Ren Zero and all his buddies. You just listen.
See that melon head? He just doesn't understand. He's too retarded to realize that he just says the same thing over and over again.
Yo, that shit is doing his next thing, the melon head.
Yep, that's what he is, the melon head.
Well, I recognized him a long time ago. I said hi, Roberto. Oh, I didn't.
It's like coming here, married to a white woman, it's like, and living in the United States, claiming to be a Texan, but yet he's claiming to be Filipino. Ah, come on. This guy. Stop it.
Why
to say about her. But the thing is, he attacks my girl. He attacks my woman, you know, and she's a Filipina, and he's an advocate. He's an advocate for the Filipinas, but yet he's attacking her, you know, calling her a hooker, calling her a bar girl, calling her this and that. You know what? You know, that to me, you know what? He is a hypocrite.
Okay, everybody catch that?
Yes, sir. Please explain.
All right. Let me explain that to you, man. He's calling Roberto Dunn a melon head. He's married to a white woman. White woman. Okay. Is that the Texan coming out in him? I have no freaking idea. Okay. I have no freaking idea. But this is what I do know. Chixie is out there flipping her hair for $1, $5. So essentially, in a metaphorical sense, she is whoring herself. Right? Roberto Dunn is correct. Right? Now, Roberto Dunn used to be really good friends with Chixie and Ren. He tried to give them advice, but Chixie and Ren have shunned Roberto Dunn off. Why did they do that? Because Roberto Dunn got wise. He understands that they're bringing in these donations. They're pissing this money up the wall on fans, TVs, you know, this, you know, fake charity starting for kids. This is what they all do. And, you know, he's attacking my girlfriend. He's attacking my girlfriend. Well, you know, and then they go on and complain that Chixie gets no respect. Well, how can you respect a girl that brings her little sister onto a cam? They come into the cam and, hi, boys, and oh, thank you for the donation. And they're real coy about it. Oh, they're living in a box, sweating their asses off. And in the last vlog that Chixie did, she goes, oh, it's so hot. I'm so unhappy. I'm so unhappy. And then somebody in the chat asked her, said, hey, how much money are you taking in a month for donations? And she said, I can't talk about that. I'm not allowed to talk about that. Why isn't she allowed to talk about that, everybody? Why? Can somebody help me out with that? And you got these fucking idiots in the chat. Flip you here, I'll give you $5. Even one guy come in there. This fucking idiot, Freddie Nightmare, went in there and he said, hey, if you flip your hair and you say, I like Popeye in a really sexy voice, I'll give you $1. All right? She flipped her hair. She got the $1, but she refused to say, I like Popeye in a sexy voice. I was very fucking disappointed. I mean, that would have been great spank bank material for me. All right? But, nice try, Freddie Nightmare. You know? Fucking asshole. You know? And no, I'm not a fucking lackey, asshole. See, we don't censor people here. We don't block them. You have to really do something outrageous to get censored, blocked, or timed out.
To be fair, if you have old man Musk, you can get timed out.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to say something really outrageous, okay?
Right.
And, you know, and he goes on, this guy, Ren Zero, goes on to other blogs, keeps calling Roberto Dunn a melonhead. Well, I'm going to warn you right now, Ren Zero. I've seen you in videos. You remind me of the little punk that got his ass handed to him in high school 24/7. All right? And I know that for a fact because you have 8 years of blogs to prove that, playing with your with your Archella Hive fleet. You know, even even I've read the comments from Frank Battaglia. He said when you interviewed him, Frank Battaglia said that you told him about your childhood, how it was a very lonely childhood. And that's why you play with those toys and went into that fantasy land. Now, you know, I normally don't believe what Frank Battaglia has to say, but I have to agree with him. I mean, geez, I'm going to have to use fucking mouthwash after I say this. But I have to agree with him after looking at 8 years of your blogs playing with fucking fantasy toys that you were painting. Okay? So, and I'm going to tell you another reason why I believe Frank Battaglia is because you were sitting there in that kitchen with a big old red horse. Okay? And you were sucking that bad boy down while you were interviewing him like a motherfucker, okay? And one thing I know what happens, man, you drink a Red Horse, it's only going to take one Red Horse. Because, dude, you're lucky if you weigh $150, $170 tops, okay? And I can tell just by looking at the video. And that's not being mean. That's not saying anything mean about you, man. That's just telling the truth. And I know you were inebriated. When people are inebriated, what do? Their ambitions get down. They start speaking the truth. They don't realize what they're saying. It's like taking sodium pentothal, okay? And you're going to tell the truth, all right? And then you're out there on other blogs, and you're saying, people calling me a drunk. They're telling me I'm an alcoholic. Let me clue you in. All right? Nobody made that rumor up. What happened, Ren, is every time you come on a live stream or you do a blog, you are drinking. And you ever hear of this little thing? Liberals use it all the time. It's called perception. And all of a sudden, they're getting a visual and they're getting a sound effect of you inebriated. So essentially, what you're doing, Ren, is you're telling everybody you're an alcoholic, you're a drunk. They are perceiving that. Perception, man, people go with perception so big. And that is what they perceive in you. And they're all going to talk and they're all going to say, hey, he's a drunk, he's an alcoholic, his liver's going to give out. You're on a live stream. You're doing a channel. You want to take in donations. You can't be fucking down in booze and then saying, I want to take in donations for little kids. All right? Can't do it. Not going to fucking happen, man. It is not going to fucking happen. People are going to fucking rag on your ass. All right? And if you don't believe me, just ask them. Stop the censoring. Stop the blocking. I mean, stop being a little fairy. He's out there blocking everybody. This is how they try to shut you up from telling the truth. All right? And I'll tell you right now, if I got anybody in this chat, where the fuck is Jimmy Dory? Here's another fucking idiot I want to talk about. Wait a minute.
I want to discuss this a little bit longer. Okay. We need to talk about Mr. Singles also. I wanted to talk about it last night, and you kept going, we're going to talk about it tomorrow because, hold off a little bit. I want to talk about the Singles boy because he makes it feel like she's a stripper, man. Holy shit.
Yeah. You're right, man.
I watched a stripper one time. I was at PetSmart. There was a guy with this girl. She had on a bikini top. She checked out at PetSmart and pulled a stack of ones out of her coin purse thingy and just started flipping out ones. And I'm like, me and my buddy are like, stripper, really loud. Hey, Big Kevin, no one gives a shit. Just shh.
Oh, God. Now, see, that's something that deserves to be timed out, man. Don't be fucking spamming on my fucking channel.
Hey, wrench bearers, where are you on this one? Put this guy in a 300-second timeout. I demand it. Send your fealty to me right now, or I'll start requesting pinkies get cut off.
Oh. Do your job, Mr. Tux.
Mr. Tux. Not only Mr. Tux, but yeah. No. Let's get back to the guy that's turning her into a stripper. I said, Big Kevin, man, put him on a 300-second timeout. We can still continue with the show.
Yeah. So yeah, you're talking about stripper.
Yep.
And that's what it is. They're on the cam mentally stripping. All right. So how can you give any respect to that? You can't. You just can't do it. When guys are saying, here's $5, flip your hair. Okay. Give me a nice smile. This is going to lead you to a slippery slope. Okay. It really is. It's e-pimping. He's e-pimping his girl. All right. And sooner or later, these guys are going to want more. They're going to want more than a hair flip. They're going to want more than a hi boys. And I've seen the mask, and I've seen her say, well, I don't do that, guys. And right after the movie went out, she did a blog, and she collected nothing. I was like so happy. She collected 0. Then she did a second one. It was yesterday. And guys, what she is doing is she is coming on 3 a.m. in the morning, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That is what she's doing. So what is she doing there? She is targeting Americans. Who's got the money? Who's got the skills to give $5 on a super chat, $1 on a super chat?
Isn't 3 o'clock p.m. 3 p.m. Isn't that happy hour time at the cheap strip clubs?
Pretty close. I think it's 4 o'clock now. I haven't been to one. Yeah,
well, you got to beat the rush. You got to beat the rush.
Okay, yeah. And oh my God! And if you can't see that, you're fucking stupid. You really are. That's why I named the movie Mr. Nobody. Noby. They call him Mr. Nobody. I mean, this guy's giving like $20, $50. All right. These sleazeballs who are all e-pimping are getting together. All right. They're getting together and they're having these little meetings on how to block people, sanitize their channel, use code words, shit like that. Fucking great, man. Fucking great. More power to you. But I got something a lot more powerful. I will keep coming out with the truth. And if you look at that video that I did and some of the comments, let's get back to this guy, Jimmy Dore. You comment, flagged. There's plenty to flag here. Dude, nothing was flagged. You can't flag it. That was sheer criticism. No parody, no insults. I asked questions, put up a lovely song, told you to give to St. Jude's Hospital, cancer research for kids. They take care of those kids. I mean, that's where you need to be giving your money, okay? Wake up. Not to these fucksticks who run off the Philippines, want to live the life they want to live, okay? Because that's a Ren Zero quote. I don't care, all right? I don't care either, because I'm not giving you a fucking dime, not one plug nickel. Your channel is shit, okay? I'm going to take a shit on it every day. Every morning I'm wake up. I don't think of something new to do, man. Something new, man. I'm just going to keep taking a big, huge shit on your channel every 24/7. All All right. I do not care a dog shit about your channel. Your channel is fucking garbage. You're nothing but an e-beggar. Go get a fucking job. You're 45 years old. You finally put your toys away. You came to Philippines. You got a little taste of what it's like to actually roll in the hay with a woman. Now grow the fuck up. Okay? But I got a bad feeling he's not gonna, because what he did learn in those 8 years, 9 years of playing with toys, he was also fucking around with Russian women and Ukrainian women. And they fucking burned him. He's even come out and said it on blogs. Okay? Please don't make me record it. It just turns my stomach. So one day, he turned around and he met a Filipina online, and he did a little research and he figured out, wow, look at the exchange rate. I could take what little money in the bank that I have, okay, and whip it around and go to Philippines and live like a king, because he started talking to all the Philippine bloggers. I can reinvent myself. I could do this. I could do that. And that's exactly what he did. He went to Philippines, told everybody he was a gangster. He was this. He was that. He was a firefighter. He was an EMT. All right. You know what? You can go to Philippines and reinvent yourself, but don't go to Philippines and fucking lie. All right. Reinventing yourself should be making yourself a better person.
Not being Minnie Moorfield.
Correct. Exactly.
Minnie the Moorfield.
Mm-hmm. And no, what did he do? He just lie after lie after lie. So if you want to give your money to a proven liar, go right ahead. What does that say about you? I'll tell you what it says about you. It says you're a fucking dumbass. Okay? You're not awake. You're not seeing what's going on in this world. Okay? And this guy's 45 years old, and he's living off $5, $1, $10 donations. He's putting up Patreons. He's going through some guys sponsoring him to raise $1,000. That ain't going so well. Nobody give a plug nickel. Not a plug fucking nickel. It ain't happening. Ren Zero. You just change your channel name to fucking Zero, man, because that's what you are. Zero. You would
Minnie Moorfield.
do nothing. All right?
Minnie Moorfield. I like that.
And if you think you're going to get away with fucking with Roberto Dunn and talking shit about him, you're high as a kite, motherfucker. You're high as a kite. I would not fuck with Roberto Dunn, not even me. Okay, I wouldn't fuck with him. You know, you don't know what that guy's going to do. He has a bit of a temper. Am I not correct, gentlemen? You know the guy. Yeah, a bit of a temper.
Yeah, he's tried to massacre people before.
Yeah, I mean, dude, and you know, Ren Zero, you're just a little guy. You're already missing one tooth from a bunch of little Filipinos that tried to take your laptop. Remember that? And there was helicopters overhead, police everywhere. It looked like colors. You know, it looked like the streets of LA because you were in it, man. You want it, man. You know, I guarantee you keep pissing Roberto Dunn off, he's going to knock that left side eye tooth out for you. Okay? It does not behoove you to call Mr. Roberto Dunn, who I consider a guy who's made his mark in life, has a good job, works every day, has great work ethic, has money in the bank, pays his fucking bills. I mean, he's not jealous of some two fucking idiots sitting in a hot box with a fan, getting hot air blown on them while they
Hot
say
dogs.
fucking, "Hi, boys. Please send me $1." You know?
Hot box.
Let me
You
jump in
just-
here real quick, gentlemen.
You just clicked on the word of the evening, hot box. That is the phrase of the evening, hot box. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, please, Alan.
First of all, I want to say thanks to all the guys coming out because we got 60 plus viewers, 60 plus listeners once again here on Riff Raff Radio, the #1 live stream in the Philippines YouTube community. I want to thank you, and I really appreciate it. Tonight, we have Frank B in the house here in the live chat, and we know Frank actually is a regular listener to the show based on the blogs that he has put out. I want to say to Frank, thanks for the support, Frank. Frank is a guy who actually supports Riff Raff Radio now because
100%.
100%, because I think Frank is an absolutely great guy, and I want to tell you why. B is an absolutely great guy because he is the only guy in this community who knew right from the get-go, from the very beginning, what the Sentai 7 crew is all about, because he is the guy who had interaction with these people. And he said they are liars and they are scammers, and Chixie and Ren are no good. They are not good people. Everybody actually said, you know, Frank is not right about it. He has no idea what he is talking about. And I was one of the guys who said, you know, Frank is just talking BS. But I reached out to Frank on one of the other vlogs. I think it was on your live stream, or rather on your vlogs, Popeye. And I told Frank, you are a great guy because you are the first guy who told us everything that we needed to know about the Sentai 7 team. It was Frank, and I think Frank really deserves great credit for that. I wanna let the community know that from this day onwards, we should call Frank Frank the Wise, Frank the Merciful, King Frank, because that would be a much more fitting name
go down
for such
in the
a great
annals of,
guy like him.
Go down in the annals of history, Aloe.
Absolutely, because I believe Frank is a true American hero. Let's put it out there. Frank B, if you hear this, I think you are a true American hero because you are the first guy who called out the Sentai 7 crew for their BS. Let me tell you a few things about what I find very interesting. A couple of days ago, actually, probably last week, Chixie posted, I think it was on FB, she posted a receipt of a down payment for a house, for a lot in Mactan. And the project's name is actually... let me scroll up here. It's a place in Mactan, and it's called La Aldea Buena Mactan. The houses there range from 850 to $1 million, and I believe that we could have guys who are there on the ground tell us a little bit more about all these things. What it is all about. I had checked it myself. I saw these are houses, townhouses, about 850,000 to $1 million plus. And he actually denied it on one of the streams and said, you know, we are not buying anything. And then a couple of days later, he said, we actually bought something, but we are still paying it, and soon it will be fully paid, and then the construction will start. I don't really know what this is all about. Maybe you guys know more about it. But what is interesting is that Chixie actually said, the guys out there in the community are making fun of us because they say we are living in a warehouse, you know. And it was actually Triple R, Riff Raff Radio, who has used that term, that they are living in a warehouse. So it happened here, and you know that it happened here. Let me tell you a few more things about the Sentai 7 crew and all these other channels where these guys are usually doing their streams. They always say, you know, these other guys, they are so irrelevant. these other guys on that other show, they are just trolls. They mean nothing. They are irrelevant. They are lowlifes. They are just jealous. And I have read so many comments now, and it's Ren himself who always says, just ignore them, because what we do or what we say on this live stream, it is totally irrelevant for him. But the problem here is it's a contradiction in itself when you always say, I ignore these guys. I don't listen to these guys. What they say is not important. If you really would ignore us, you wouldn't even talk about ignoring us, because when you talk all day, every day about ignoring us, you give us the attention that you actually always say that you don't want to give us. You give us all the attention, and everybody is leaving comments and trying to attack us, and we get like 28 plus thumbs down right now. And that's what this show is all about. We didn't come here to make friends. We came here to get a reaction, and we get it all the time. Let me read out loud a comment that is representative for all the things that was said in the last few weeks. There is a guy, and I promised him that I would address his comments. He left the comment, several comments on our last great show here on Riff Raff Radio. His name is Rasputin's Walloper. I think I got that right. Rasputins. And he said, the reason why you guys attack Ren Zero is not because you think it's a problem that he is an e-beggar or something like that. No, it's because he really is a very successful vlogger. And that is the root of your outrage. And I actually replied to this guy and told him, who likes Ren? ? You ? How do you define a successful vlogger? Again, you accuse us of attacking certain vloggers because they are successful. So you are saying we are jealous. What do you really know about us? What do you really know about Ren to come to those conclusions? And I want to ask you guys too, how do you really define success? What is a successful vlogger? Because following this logic, it means that we would attack vloggers just because they are successful. There are many successful vloggers out there, and we have never spoken about them. We have never said anything about them because there are people who are much more successful than him. So is it really jealousy that drives us? Because I hear that all the time. And I think that's a very, very important point. There was a guy who actually replied to this and say, how do you really define success? Because sleeping on the floor, providing a cardboard for the sister of your girlfriend in that very strange place where you live, I don't really see the success. I don't really see how we, others on this show, could be feeling jealous about the guy like this. So what is it really all about? The thing here is that there is a growing number of people who find it shameful and disgusting that he is pimping out his girlfriend on these live streams because she doesn't have a job anymore, because I was told she was just too lazy to show up at the right time at the office. And he is not that successful guy who is having different businesses. There is no reason for us to be jealous of somebody like that. They always say they are haters because they know I am living in the Philippines. I have a great life. I'm living the dream. Roberto Dan was one of the guys who has been attacked. Let me tell you a few things about Roberto Dan. He's happily married. He has a house of his own. He just bought himself a new car a couple of weeks and months ago, and he bought himself a boat, a real boat. And when I say a real boat, I'm not talking about some sort of a piece of wood with two bamboo sticks attached to it. No, a real boat where he goes out and has a great time with his buddies, and he is actually doing things. And that's the reason why he's not on here anymore, because he is busy enjoying his life and he is doing stuff. So when you attack a guy like him, then you have to have a basis for it, because at the end of the day, you are the YouTuber, you are the vlogger who put yourself out there for the world to see. And if you don't agree to what they say, so be it. But that's the price you have to pay, because it's not the first time that Ren Zero and his team has told us a lie. The last time, about a year ago, he told us about this great squatter challenge, the squatter challenge. And he made it look like, hey guys, I want to bring you cutting edge footage. I want to bring you the newest shit. I want to do things nobody else has done before. And then I waited. I told him, hey, this is a great idea. There were many who said, hey, Ren, this is a great idea. The squatter challenge is absolutely great. Let's do it. Let's do this. You know, we are excited about it. This is going to be great. And what happened is after 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, there's not a single video that came out. And then after like 3 or 4 weeks, he came out with something like certain people are doing medical tests or are taking medical tests on behalf of certain business owners. And then that's it. Nothing else. A couple of months later, a friend of him came on one of the live streams on the legendary KB Quentin Belieu show and told us the reason why he did the squatter challenge is because he ran out of money. He had no cash anymore. He is not that successful. He should have told us from the very beginning. At least he should not have lied to all of us. And then he was caught telling a lie again. And that's what this is all about. That is what this is all about. They are full of lies. They are scammers, and they are making money with this online e-begging, e-pimping, and it's shameful. And a real guy doesn't do something like this. And people who actually interacted with them, who knew them, they knew from the very beginning that something is fishy. This guy here who is commenting right now, Frank Battaglia, in the live chat, he told me, or rather he commented on Popeye's channel and said he thinks that Ren Zero might be on disability. And I tell you why. Because he grew up, had no friends, had trouble in school, he was convicted, he had a lot of stress that he had to deal with, no real job, he is a total loner, he was playing with these toys, traveling around the world to find the girl, and he is absolutely, you know, it's full of shit. And there must be a reason why he is so focused on telling everybody that he is not from Delaware. I never cared where the guy is from Delaware or California, Arkansas or Panama. It doesn't really matter. But why is it that he is protesting so hard when Frank Battaglia put out the vlog that he actually might be from Delaware? Because there are pictures there and so on and so forth. You know, because if people would say, hey, Alo, you are from Massachusetts, I could care less. You are from Russia, you are from Poland, I could care less. Why is it that he is so focused on that and kind of nervous about it, that Frank was the guy who put out information about his background? Frank, you did a great job. I thank you in the name of a grateful nation. Thank you very much. It's your turn now, guys. Still here? 70 people listening right now.
I'm fucking speechless, Alo. I'm fucking
No, because it's true.
bro.
It's really true. Because how do you define jealousy? Because I am tired to hear that. You know, the thing is that if there is a crew who shouldn't or wouldn't be jealous of anyone, it is this crew right here. Everybody has a house. Everybody has different cars. Everybody is traveling the world. Everybody doesn't really need the money here on AdSense. We are not monetized. We don't really try hard. We just come on. We do a show. And that's it. And then there are 70 plus people listening right now. I mean, it's great. We don't even fucking try anymore because we are so cool. And we have hundreds of friends and hundreds of thousands of dollars, in my case, Swiss francs, coming in because we are so fucking successful. Everybody else is not successful. And what, you know, this is very interesting right now is the fact that all the losers, they are coming together and building their own group, their own camp. And every winner is here. And you know, I'm talking about responsible fathers, responsible husbands, guys who run their own business, guys who are decent, you know, that guys who don't need to lie about their finances and things like that. And then there's another crew where everybody is a whoremonger. a scammer who has been caught over and over again of telling lies. And then they got a guy like Roberto Dunn who pulls out some criminal record of another guy. And you know, everybody, and some of these guys have been in jail. And why is it that all of them are forming that group on these other channels? And you know, it's like it's a very colorful group of misfits and lowlifes. No money, no nothing, staying in very cheap hotels, trying to sell us that as a success, as a successful lifestyle. What the fuck is going on? The winners are right here.
Aloe, is it like that Christmas song, man? Why am I such a misfit? Why am I such a dipshit? Nobody likes me. Oh, oh. You know, I mean, these fucktards.
But you see it, right? You see it.
I didn't see
I mean,
it.
you see it. It's so fucking obvious. It's so fucking obvious because everybody just says, you know, these other guys, and you know, they don't even have the fucking balls to say it's on Riff Raff Radio because they don't want to give us they don't want to do advertisement for us. They don't want to mention our names because, you know,
they don't want to give us any props.
Exactly.
Man.
They don't want to give us support, or they don't want to give us the props and blah blah blah. You know, you don't need your attention, you know, because I hijacked your channels weeks and months ago. I have fucking constructed this fucking drama, and you just took the bait. I came on that show. I fucking started a race war. Then I did this, and then I did that, and then the fucking channel here exploded with like 50, 60 plus people listening to every show and 1,000 views on average on every show. How do you pull that off? How? Question mark. By ignoring us, by talking about us all the time. I listen to these other guys. This guy said that, the other guy said this. They are talking about us all the time. And you know what? You should just be honest enough and have the balls to admit that we are in your head, because this show, this format is about doing this, calling them out for their BS. Of course, we talk about them, but they keep lying to their fanboys and their subs, telling them, I just ignored them. They are just trolls. Listen, I got news for you. In your world, the definition of troll is a guy who doesn't agree and doesn't swallow the bullshit that you are putting out. That's the definition of troll, because you don't want when somebody calls you out and questions the BS that they are putting out there. It's a crew of losers and lowlifes. That's what it is. Because how can you possibly pimp or pimp out your girl on a live stream, flirting with guys? These guys send these girls, send them dick pics and all kinds of comments, and it's just not good. And the only conclusion that I can draw from this is the very fact that they are broke, they need the money, and they have no dignity anymore. They have lost it, they have lost their credibility, and I am glad that there's a growing number of people who see it just the way how we see it here on Riff Raff Radio. Now it's your turn. People told me that I'm too quiet today. I hope I put that away. I'm here on Riff Raff. This is the best live stream, and you know it, because a couple of weeks ago, everybody said, you know, they are not going to be successful. They will not be successful. After 2 months, they are gone. Listen, it's already 2 months now. We are in April, soon May, and then we will continue this. And it's great, you know, it's fucking great. We are the kings of this fucking live stream market here.
You know, Aloe, I received a comment. There was so many comments on that last video. I couldn't believe it. Over 140 comments. And the one that really stuck out at me, because they have been complaining nobody is showing respect to Chixie. And this comment was from Jason. And he said in his comment, he says, Popeye, you are telling the truth. And then he says, Popeye, no respecting Filipina would do what Chixie is doing right now. And this is from a Pinoy and a Pinay. All right? And I can't argue with that. I mean, finally, a brilliant comment. I mean, I rarely, I'll give a heart out. But I rarely, come back with a reply, and I have to reply to that because he's so correct. I have to mention it on this show because that was a brilliant comment. And another, I finally got a brilliant question from Lost in Nomad. Lost in Nomad said to me, Popeye, and how do you feel about Patreon accounts? How do you feel about GoFundMe's? And I said to him, I said, look, bro, GoFundMe's can be a good thing. They can generate something positive for somebody who actually fucking needs it. Okay. And the same with a Patreon account. It can. But what has happened here as the internet has evolved, what's going on is that all these scammers are jumping on and they're figuring ways to separate you from your wallet. That is what they are doing. They are separating you with their guile, with their charm, with their bullshit squatter living life fucking stories. All right. And when you bring that up and he ran out of money, well, if you go to his channel, he is sitting in a chair, all smug, with his group think and his little do-rag on top of his head makes him think that he is an OG. And Miss Chixie is asking him questions. And she's asking financial questions off the chat. And she's saying, well, Vin, how much money do you have in the bank? I'm not going to disclose that, but I haven't touched that account in 3 months. Well, how can you have money in the bank and months ago you ran out of money, okay, and you were living in Squatterville, okay? We could do a sitcom on that, Squatterville. Yeah, definitely. It'd be a great fucking sitcom. And so you're living in Squatterville, you ain't got a plug nickel in the bank, and you come up with this foolproof scheme to e-pimp your girlfriend, but now all of a sudden you got a bank account. Well, do you have a bank account because you've moved funds into an American account that you got from donations from e-pimping your girlfriend and taking in donations for the mystery boat, Is that where that bank account come from? Because if you're living in Squatterville, your original bank account is fucking gone at that point. That's everything you earned working at the fucking grocery store. Being a Corky Romano. Can I take that out for you, sir? Can I take that out for you to the parking lot? Do you want to get to the matcha dimes today? How about give me $1? I'm going to the Philippines. I might get married, sir. Come on. You're such a fucking fraud. It's ridiculous. You just man, you're a fucking joke to the Philippine blogging community. You are a fucking joke. And I need to fucking, go silent here, man. I want to go throw up talking about this idiot. I can't even drink my coffee. That's how bad talking about this fucking buffoon is. I'm fucking sick of his shit. I'm fuck. All right. See, let me tell you something, Renzo. I'm going to do something real today. Okay. When I get off this live stream, I'm going to hit the rain locker in my air conditioned house. I have central air conditioning. I don't live in a fucking box. Okay. With bars on the window and somebody slides me food under the goddamn door. All right. Just don't do it. And after I hit the rain lock, I'll get dressed and I'm going to go over to Lowe's and Home Depot and I'm going to look at brand new dishwashers because they got a like 30% off sale going now, man. So, and you know what? I want to get a good one. I mean, the last one I got was only $400 fucking dollars. It was just $400. That was it. And it went to shit after about 5 years. So this time I'm going to invest a little more. I'm probably going to invest about 700, 800. I might even go as far as 1,000. And you know what, Ren? I will actually write a check out of my own checkbook because it's money I earned. Nobody fucking donated it to me. Boom, here you go, sir. $1,000. When will that be delivered? And they'll install it too. Oh, thank you, sir. That's how real people live everyday fucking life. Right? And I know you're so far removed from that because I could see in the latest blog that I put up, and I have video clip of your girlfriend saying, Ren, people think because you're with a foreigner or an American, you have money, you're rich. No, that's not the case. Of course, Chixie, it's not the case because I will tell you why, Chixie. Because you hooked up with a loser, okay? You hooked up with a loser who come out of fantasy land. You gave him a little and he got all happy and shit and got all these ideas in his head and on how to scam money. You hooked up with a loser. It's as simple as that. I mean, if you hooked up with a real American or a real Australian or even a real Kiwi, if you want to go that fucking far, fuck. Jesus H. Christ. I mean, you'd have some coin. You'd have some coin in the fucking bank. Okay, you really would. You'd have some coin in the bank, honey, and you wouldn't have that rash on your forehead. Sleeping on the floor.
You're fucking fired up.
I just wouldn't have it. All right, I feel bad for you. I mean, come on. If that keeps rolling like that, who's gonna want to lay down with you? Nobody. Nobody wants to lay down with a girl that doesn't have good hygiene. Okay, I mean. There may be a few guys out there that will, you could drill a hole in the wall, put some buzz around it, and they'll hit it, but fuck, I mean, you're not going to attract many guys. And, when you brought your little sister on and I compared you and your little sister, I was like, dude, your little sister, she's smoking hot. And you're teaching her real good with the facial expressions and shit. She's looking way better than you. Chixie, dude, you look like the fucking wash woman next to this kid. Okay? You really do. All right. And your donations are going to go down. I'm just giving them a little pep talk here, man, because got to keep that fucking money rolling in. All right. And it's just the way I see it. I mean, people say, man, you're attacking them, Popeye. Man, Popeye, you fucking dude, you're the sheriff, Popeye. Well, fuck yeah, maybe I am the sheriff. Maybe I ain't the sheriff. I'm just telling you the truth here, man. I don't have a badge anymore. I haven't worn a badge since 1986. Okay, and sorry guys, but I'm just bringing you the truth right here on this great show, Riff Raff Radio. I mean, fuck, I got 72 people listening right now.
Cool, right?
Right. All right. Just fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
And 72 people listen. This thing's going to probably hit over 1.5K on views. And so the word is going out on your shit show channel, Ren Zero, Miss Chixie.
And it's something that's actually something we here on Riff Raff changed because there was a time nobody talked about the Sentai 7 the way we did. I mean, that's just the truth. And then now, when I read comments over on Discord, when I read comments on FB, there is really a a respectable number of people who realize what this Sentai 7 team is actually all about.
Mhm.
And I would like, and since they are here, Chicks and Ren, hi. I know that you guys are listening and all their fanboys are listening. I would like to give you some advice. And I really mean that, because you guys always talk about how you ignore us, how you find us totally irrelevant. Why don't you do something new, and you start with it next week by really totally ignoring us, by not bringing us up anymore, by not talking about the trolls and the other guys, because we all know you're talking about us. We all know where this is coming from and where the criticism is directed at. Why don't you just don't talk about us at all? Because if you try so hard talking about how much you ignore us and how much we are mean nothing to you, then, as I said earlier, then you somehow contradict yourself. It's a contradiction in itself. You can't ignore somebody by talking about how you always ignore that person. You cannot say we don't give them attention by always giving us the attention that you always claim you're not giving us. Why don't you just, all these guys over there on these channels, why don't you just stop? Because it was Ren who actually told BAE, don't react, BAE. That's what they want. Don't say anything. Don't comment. Just go away. Because before we started RRR, Triple R Riff Raff Radio, I always said, and that is true even today, I always said, when Triple R starts to call you out, you only have two options. Option one, you let us fuck you, and then you walk away after we jerked off, right in your ass. Or option two, you try to resist, and we will still fuck you, and it's just much more painful. There is no third option. We will not go away.
I
You
beg
can
to differ. Hold on.
easy way or the
there's a-
hard way out. That's what
Yeah,
I believe. Please go
I
ahead.
beg to
Popeye.
differ. There is a third option. Okay. And the third option is you can come on this channel and I will metaphorically butt fuck you.
Metaphorically only.
Metaphorically. In front of God and everybody. And we will see. We will see. We will see what a man you are. We will see what truth. We will see what lie is. I will make you feel like you're under a hot light.
He'll make
But
you feel like a
the
virgin.
problem? You know what's the
All right.
problem with that? You know what's the problem with that? I tell you honestly, because coming on the show is probably the hardest option. That's why I left it out. I didn't mention it, because coming on the show is something they will never do, because they think that they are helping us when they come on the show. And that's something else that I also mentioned a couple of times. If RRR reaches out to you and says, come on the show, tell us your side of the story, then it's a lot better for you, because the problems, the topic will not go away, because that's obviously what's happening right now. I want to give you an example. You, the supporters of this channel, the fans of this channel, I know there are millions of you who support us and love us and have posters of us in your bedroom. I want to tell you this. Big Kevin, and we all know who Big Kev is, he actually had the balls to come on this show and stand his ground. And you know what happened afterwards? People respected him for this. And you know that, because he was here and he said Popeye and Big Kev, they were on Riff Raff. Big Kev went on that show and he stood his ground, and everybody said, Big Kev, you did a great job. And Big Kev, he is here right now. I want to ask you, did we not treat you fair? Did we not give you the chance to say what you had to say? Nobody interrupted you, and we were treated fair, and that's why there was a positive feedback. And I want to let everybody know that you will get your fair chance, when you come on this show. It's the same with Ren and the others. Because the problems itself or the topic itself, it won't go away. It will just get bigger. I want to reach out to a guy. I subbed to his channel a couple of days ago, and that guy is Nico. I don't know his real name. Some guys call him Julio, and some guys call him Nico. I was on his live stream in the live chat a couple of days ago, and I told him, Nico, a lot of people will tell you a lot of shit about us, about me. They will tell you Aloe is like this and Aloe is like that. And there is something that I really appreciated. Nico told me, hey, Aloe, I will just judge you based on my personal experience with you, based on what you tell me, what you talk about with me, and there is no beef between the two of us. And there, you know what? I really appreciate it. And Nico, when you listen to this, I want to tell you this. If you want to come on Riff Raff Radio and you want to discuss whatever topic there is, then I invite you that to come on this show, and I guarantee you we will treat you fair, and we will give you the chance to tell us your side of the story, because there's a growing number. There are many people who want to know more about you. Definitely also people who are sub to our channel, and I know somebody is listening to this, and we'll let him know about that. And
Aloe?
Yeah.
Aloe, I got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
About getting people on the show and everything like that. Well, Ren is into this Japanese shit, uniform, Sentai 7 and all of that. And I want to know if you can look in the Riff Raff Radio handbook and see if there's a policy against letting eunuchs like Ren Zero on the show. Can we... Can we get that circumvented or not, or is it there?
I tell you what, we don't even need to check the policy, because I know he will never come on the show. He will never come on the show, and he will do everything he can to influence and tell Nico, do not go on that show, because he once said on a live stream, he said, Nico, stay in your foxhole. The moment you get out of the foxhole, they will cut you into pieces. And I like that, because it's kind of like saying, hey, they are also gangsters like us, right? I mean, this is a really bad world. Stay in your foxhole. And I know Nico is a guy who says, I will do it, despite everything you tell me, despite all the warnings. I might just do it, because I think Nico is a nice guy. Up until now, I think he is a nice guy. Let's give Nico the chance to be that bridge between the two camps. So, Nico, if you hear this, you are welcome, muchacho.
How do these
guys call each other, muchacho or amigo?
Aloe, you know what happened one time before when some other live streamer tried to build a bridge between everybody so they could all just get along. All right. You got my drift there, bro. All right.
The thing is this. Of course, we will have that bridge soaked. I mean, it's a wooden bridge. Imagine a wooden bridge. We have it soaked up with kerosene, with gasoline and stuff like that. And you and I and a couple of other guys, we hold the Zippo just there in our hand. And if we don't like where the show is going, we just light that fucking Zippo and burn the whole fucking bridge with all the people on the bridge itself. That's what we are doing all the time, right? But still, Nico, if you hear us, please leave a comment on this live stream here and get on a real show here on RRR and let the people know who you are and what you are all about. And I guarantee you will be gaining a lot of respect, and people will know you because they will say, hey, Nico, be careful. Don't go on RRR. They will try to ambush you. They will try to corner you. They will ask very weird questions, and so on and so forth. And I guarantee you that, like the last time when Big Kev was on the show, it will be great. People will listen, and people will say, Nico, you stood your ground, because right now, I think you are a decent guy, so please get in touch with us. And if anyone out there who's listening to this right now, if you have a interesting story to tell, if you want to make sure that one of these scammers out there that he becomes a topic on Triple R, then you feel free to contact us. Any of the guys here will get back to you, and then let's talk about it. If it's interesting, why not? We can put it on the show, right?
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Sounds good, Aloe. And next week I will be featuring a new Popeye short, and I'm going to give you a little teaser. In that Popeye short, I will be showcasing an actual organization that does good for the Philippines. And they've been doing good for the Philippines for a long time. I mean, they are reputable. The founder of this organization is a Nobel Prize Peace winner. This founder, it has a reputation that's so outstanding. And the organization is so outstanding that Corazon Aquino, who was the president of the Philippines, actually endorsed it and bothered it along during her administration.
Is it the DNC and is it Obama?
No. This organization has been around for a very long time, and I've been giving to this organization since 1981. It's called the Pearl S. Buck Foundation.
Can I just jump in here and say something, because Dave said he asked you, is it the DNC and is it Obama? And I would like to correct that. It's not the DNC and Obama. It's STB and it's Bama.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
Please carry on. Please carry on.
All right. The Pearl S. Buck Foundation. They have been entrenched in Philippines, China, Korea. You can actually make a difference with this organization. You could pick out the child you want and give a certain amount, like $10, $20, $30 a month if you want to, and sponsor that child. That money will get to that child. That child will get fed. That child will get clothing and proper schooling. Okay? This is what I'm trying to show you guys, because these guys like RenZero, BAE, all these other motherfuckers, they're going to PI and they're trying to pass themselves off as somebody who's doing good for the Philippines. But you notice they're either on disability, they're broke, busted, disgusted, they're e-pimping their girlfriends, right? What do you want to do? Do you want to give to that, or do you want to give to a Nobel Peace Prize winning organization? What do you want to do? Where's your head at? And if you choose the other side, it's just telling me you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking Corky Romano. You must have Down syndrome. I think I'll give to the girl who smiled at me. Yeah, she smiled at me. Oh, she said hello. Oh, that's fantastic.
Hey, you know what?
For a month.
I think Patrick Glenn doesn't like your material at all. He says, "Pop, I found some new material, dude. Come on, man. There are more topics."
Yeah, let's talk a bit about Down syndrome.
Put on a show. Really, you got to be a Corky Romano motherfucker. You give it to fucking some chick who flips her hair and says hi to you. She got this disgusting rash on her fucking forehead. Like if she hits the rain locker once a week, because you got to hump up the hill, get fucking water. Is that what excites you, boys? Holy shit. If some little squatter girl excites your ass, you got a fucking problem. You need to go see a fucking psychiatrist.
They are lost. That's the number one sign of being lost. It's hopeless. It's over. Game over. And I'm telling you, Because I read a comment right now in the chat where someone says in the next show, on the next show of one of these other channels, they will talk about this again. And I tell you, really, these people always say we ignore the Riff Raff crew. We ignore these other guys. Why don't you just do it? Why don't you just go away? Why don't you just give up and don't talk about us anymore? Because the thing is, there's really nothing there. If you always announce that you are going away, that you are ignoring us, that we are so irrelevant, why don't you just do it? Because every single fucking show they do is about us talking about them. It's not us here on this show who said, I will not talk about the Sentai 7 anymore, about BAE, about the Fairy, about all these guys with no food, no house, no money, no nothing, no future. We are the ones who created this channel based on these topics. That's what this is all about. And then there are still guys out there who seriously believe that this is based on jealousy. Again, I ask you guys, out there, the enemy camp, what are we possibly jealous of? Since you guys always talk about us anyway, and because you will not listen to us, why should you? Just tell us, do a show, Jealousy, called Jealousy, and then tell us why is a guy like Roberto Dan, who has his own house and his own place, why is a guy like him jealous? Just because one of these guys is in the Philippines? Since when is being in the Philippines the non plus ultra of success in life? Since when? I don't know. I really don't know. Can somebody in the live chat answer this question? Since when is being in the Philippines, no matter what, even if you live on a fucking mattress, on the floor, on the cardboard, no money, no aircon, no fucking nothing, since when is that a sign of success, of really being successful? Since when? That's something that I must have missed. Big question mark. Big, very big question mark. I have no idea.
Alan, Chickamay Casino is covering her bases. And I'll tell you how I know that. This morning I had a message pop up. Chickamay Casino, new subscriber to the Popeye One channel. What does that mean? She want a piece of this? Right?
No, she want to check you out, because I want to ask you this. I don't know if this is true or not, but I also checked my channel a couple of hours earlier on my channel, and I saw that in the section where it says related channels, there are 4 or 5 channels that I would call enemy channels, or from the other camp. And I believe it must have something to do, correct me if I'm wrong, it must have something to do that these people on these channels are coming to your channel and checking you out, trying to find something there, subbed to your channel. And what you told me just now might be exactly what I am talking about, because it's these people, who come there and check us out. Don't you think so? I'm talking about the Sentai 7 crew. I'm talking about the crew, BAE crew, and so on and so forth.
Very plausible, man. Very plausible.
Even the fucking Video Freedom is in my related channel section.
Oh, he still has a channel?
Right? Yeah, he only has 2 videos up. I just checked it before. He told you guys, please provide information about the RRR crew. I hope that he will get something. I don't know what he got right now, but all the videos are down. I mean, I would do the same, because actually, as you remember, we did a show on the guy, on Mr. PhD, and we have it all. We have it all. We have all the information, and the fact that he said it's a bad live stream, we got all the informations on this pedophile piece of shit. That's why he's scared. He's scared, and he should be.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so I'm watching this shit, and I hear this guy saying, in these little piece of shit channels, I got a little channel, 42 subscribers. Yeah, but they're real subscribers. They're not bought and paid for subscribers. I mean, and then you look at this channel, the live stream, and you know, see the girl with the rash on her forehead saying "Hi, boys." You know, the pus coming out of the corner of her eye from sleeping on the floor. She goes, "Hi, boys," again, and they're all popping wood. And you know, you say to yourself, "Wow, 30 people watching, but you have 5,000 subscribers." Okay. I have 42 subscribers and over 400 views on one video there. So what's the disparity, Aloe? Do you see a disparity there?
I know what you're
see
pointing out.
something
I know
like
what
that?
you're pointing out. Yeah, I agree to that. But let me tell you this. Since when, and that's another question that I want to ask you guys. Since when is the number of subs and the number of views used as measurement for a successful life? Because that's what I hear all the time, you know, because people say, you guys on RRR, or some of you guys on Triple R here are attacking other vloggers because they are successful, because they have more views than you. We get this clown BAE who was talking about, you guys will never have any views. You guys will be gone in a week or two. Nobody will listen to you guys. You should be glad if you get like 50 or 100 views. Nobody will be there. And you know what he did? He actually copied our format, and everybody knows that. Called his channel Riff Raff Radio. And then he gave up. After 2 to 3 weeks, boom, he was gone.
Yeah.
Just
He
gone.
may have copied it, but he could not execute it.
No,
See,
he couldn't execute
difference.
nothing. And that's an example of the type of person he is. That's the example of how he measures success. It's just nothing. And he thought he could compete with us. He was talking and bragging about how many thousands of subs he has. Look at these shows. His shows are not the shows that he claimed to be, where he does a show and he has like thousands of views and is so much better than us. He thought like we would really have like only a few views. And then after that, it changed, you know, the tone changed. And he said it's because of him. It's because of him and his crew that we are getting so many views and so many people are watching. Because that's what he said. That's what he said. It's because I put out the video about Al of the Winter and all these fake war heroes and the old man and then in the Philippines.
Fake war heroes. Fake war heroes. Really, a supply sergeant, and he's 45, and we're fake war heroes, right? And you have to talk for 6 hours to get the views we do. Ridiculous, absurd.
Yeah,
did he lift a supply box or something to hurt his back?
I seriously doubt he lifted anything. He looks like a little pudgy fuck, man. I don't think he did a goddamn thing.
And he tells us how great he is and how successful he is. And he has a life outside of YouTube and so on and so forth. And right now, there will be fanboys who will go to him and say, hey, the guys on Riff Raff Radio are talking about you, BAE. You should do a show. You should react. Put them in place. Put
you
them
better
in
do
place.
a 10-hour
And then he goes on a live stream and tells us how successful he is. Portugal, here I come. Colombia, ready for the fiesta. Here I come. You know, nothing will ever happen because losers are losers. And that's what this is all about. People like them will stick together. So if you don't have teeth, if you don't have a girlfriend, if you don't have money, if you sleep on a cardboard, if you have a business and it's actually only a piece of wood floating in some, I don't know, on the beach, and you never really showed us a vlog about how you registered it and in whose name it is and if you're paying the taxes, then there is no successful life and therefore also no jealousy. Believe me, because I am not jealous. And I can guarantee you that Dave and Popeye here, they're also not jealous. Believe me, because there is no reason to be jealous. And if you don't believe us, then it's hopeless. Then it's really not good anymore. Then you need to talk, please. You need to talk to your mom and make her see a shrink. And then you set up a meeting with your mom. Get help. Help yourself. It is not too late yet. Please. Nobody is fucking jealous. We actually pity you. I feel bad for these people, because they keep on doing something that will lead them to a situation where they will not be able to control it anymore. And then it will be too late. And it's not only the Sentai 7 crew, it's a lot of these guys out there. When something happens, something really bad happens, then what is it? Because there are guys out there, they could barely finance hospital bills when they get involved in a fucking car accident or they get sick. How will they support themselves? They don't even have fucking money for enough load to text each other. There are guys who ask you for load, for money, sending them a TV and shit like that. And it all happens every day. It happens every single day. And I don't want to name anyone, but you guys know what I am talking about. Mm-hmm. What happens if one of these guys catches dengue and then goes to a fucking hospital, cannot pay the hospital bills? What if you get involved in an accident? You walk over the street, you get run over by a fucking taxi or truck or jeepney, whatever it is, and then you can't pay the bills. What happens?
That's why
it's basically very risky.
That's why they sit in their hot boxes and in front of the internet, man. They don't want to get hurt. All right.
Hot boxes.
Now I gotta ask you a question, Aloe. If I took about 10 or 15 popsicle sticks and glued them together and put a little sail on it and floated it in the bathtub and videotaped it and said, please give to my Banca boat, how much money do you think I could get off these gullible motherfuckers? Okay.
Frank just said to me in the live chat, I want to read it out. He said, okay, Aloe, I said I would make an appearance. It was for a good cause. And yes, for a good cause, it was indeed. Frank, I want to let you know that on behalf of a grateful nation, I really want to say thank you. You are a hero. I want everybody to address Frank with Frank the King, Frank the Wise, or Frank the Merciful. How do you feel about that, Frank? I want to be that guy who will help to rehabilitate your reputation, because the Sentai 7 people, they have attacked you, they have smeared your good name. I think it's time to rehabilitate Frank. What do you think about that? How do you like the name King Frank the First, or do you prefer Frank the Wise? And I want to tell you why I would like to call you Frank the Wise, because you are the only guy, the first guy who actually told us what the Sentai 7 crew is all about. So please leave it here in the live chat before you go. Which name would you want to be called? You know, what name do you prefer for yourself? Is it King Frank? Is it Super Frank? Is it Frank the Wise, or Frank the King of YouTube? Please choose one and then let us know. What do you guys think about that, Popeye?
I think you're right on target, bro. I mean, the guy, yeah, he's made mistakes in the past. He's called the ball on this one long before I did. I mean, he is one of the guys that woke me up to what this eunuch Sentai 7 has been doing. All right. And so basically, yeah, I mean, you got the Popeye 1 stamp of approval, bro. Guaranteed.
I like the name for Rainman put out, Frank the Tank. I like that one. That's good. We will talk about this on several other shows again, Frank. I promise you, I will do my part to rehabilitate you, because you deserve nothing but credit for leading a team of online warriors into battle against the Sentai 7 crew. And I think for that, they will bury you in Arlington, man. I mean, heroes burial, flag, McDonald's is there, sponsors everything. Starbucks comes in with t-shirts and mugs. It's gonna be great, gentlemen. It's gonna be really great.
You're fucking killing me, Yellow. You're fucking killing me.
Despacito.
You're breaking my train of thought with these gems.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
It's one of these days on Riff Raff Radio, guys, and you know it. Pure entertainment. That's how good times feel like. When you know that the guys on the panel just having a good time, they're coming together, right. They talk a bit, they bullshit a little bit, they laugh, they have a good time. They don't take everything too seriously, and people feel that. That's what I mean when I say this show is authentic, this show is great because people are happy to listen to us. And I'm happy to be on the panel. I mean, it's great, right?
But we need more thumbs down. We need a shitload more thumbs down. There are 70 people watching. We got 42 thumbs down, 15 thumbs up. And I know that people have left and come. So get some thumbs down on here right now. Queen Papito.
Do you think we could get to 50 thumbs down? Do you think we can do that? Because the guys who gave us 15, as in 5 thumbs up, they could just change their mind and say, hey, guys, we want to get to 50 thumbs down. So the guys, and they're probably the most cooperative out there because they thought, hey, we are the guys who gave them a thumbs up. I just see somebody also gave us a thumbs up now, so we stand at 16 thumbs up. Could you guys give us like 9 more thumbs down? And then we would just reach like 50 thumbs down. And I actually talked to Popeye a couple of days ago, and I told him, you know what, Popeye, we should start something totally new when we reach a certain number of listeners. And in this case, we have 66 now. We would just not say anything anymore, just silence. I mean, silence like on Baguio Life's live stream yesterday, because I was really not able to hear a single word, Eric. I'm really telling you. I just heard something like whispers in the background, and it was kind of, I don't know. It was very weird. I didn't really hear anything, and most of the other guys also didn't hear anything. I want to ask you guys, what do you think about we would just not say anything anymore, and when the number of listeners drops under 60, that's the time we talk again. Then we carry on. But then it's like we don't say anything, and we got now 70 people, and then we don't say anything, and then people start to, these fucking people who are listening to us, they should all unsub, because I disrespect them. They should not be here, and they should not listen to us. I want them just to sign out, go away, and then exactly when we are below 60 or below 50, that's the time the show goes on. Just doing something that nobody else has done before, because some of these live streamers, they try so fucking hard talking about, hey, how are you today? Oh, I'm fine. What did you have as breakfast? Oh, I had orange juice. How about you? Yeah, I have a pimple. I have a pimple on my nose. I'm going to Portugal. I'm going to Colombia. And the topics are just not there. It's all very, very boring. So why don't we just do something new where we announce we have a show and we don't have a show, just to piss them off, just to piss them off. Because actually we are so famous, we're so fucking cool right now that we could actually get away with everything. It's this moment where like with Trump, when he did talk shit all the time and he still wins the presidency. When that moment comes, then that's true power. Because he said he could shoot somebody in Times Square and his surveys wouldn't go down. right? And it would still be likable. And exactly, and that moment has arrived, ladies and gentlemen, here on Riff Raff Radio. But people would give us a thumbs down, even if he didn't say anything yet. People would listen to our show, even if there wouldn't be a show. We could basically say, "Hi guys, welcome to Riff Raff Radio." Then half an hour, nobody says something. Thanks guys for tuning in, and we will still get 1,000 views. I'm telling you. I promise you, it would be possible. It would be possible.
I can't argue with you, Aloe. You know, that's it. We have arrived. We've done it. I mean, I know I'm sound like I'm blowing my own horn and shit, but I'm just pointing out the truth, pointing out the facts. Okay, fact is, Squatter Girl has a rash on her forehead. Fact is, they live in a hot box. Okay. Fact is, Ren is a eunuch. Carries his balls around in an urn. Okay. That's what eunuchs do. Hot box.
Hot box.
Hot. Yeah. And these are facts. Okay. This is what this show puts out. This show don't put out bullshit. We put out facts. Give me the facts. I prove it. First up today, I proved to you that this eunuch is talking trash about Roberto John. Bam, clicked it. Bam, you heard it. His own words, you know, in his fake Texan voice. All right, so I don't know if he has a Texan voice or a Delaware voice, you know. Y'all gotta tell me. I mean, because y'all, you know, I can talk like that too. You know, I can pronounce my
Sounds to me
R's.
like Do More Life for the other clown.
You totally don't sound Texan at fucking all, but okay.
Yeah, I know I don't. I know I don't. You know, but there is only one quintessential emotion. Fuck it, I can't do that. That makes me. That just makes me.
Oh.
I did that for you, Ben. You know, life. I know you're out there listening. You're fucking, you know, you're rubbing your crotch and shit, and wishing you could, you know, be on here and shit. But dude, you can't come on here and do the shit. All right, get some good equipment, brother. Okay, get some good equipment. I couldn't hear you, man. Could you hear Mel? Nope, guess not, Al.
You can't hear anything.
I was just reading a very nice comments by Philippines John Doe, and he said we need to end the show because Trix's e-banking is about to start because it's 12 to 3 p.m. EST over there, and Frank Battaglia said he's about to go to bed because he needs to be tucked in by his fans.
By default, we've got to end the show because if Frank's going to bed, we have to end the show because it wouldn't be the same.
But you know, I tell you what, I think Frank enjoys it. I think Frank had a good time. I know, Frank, you love it over here because sooner or later you will find your true nature. And your true nature is you want to be with the winners. You want to be with the winners. You want to be on the team that fucking wins. In the 90s, that meant like when you are a basketball guy, you would want to be with the Chicago Bulls. You want to be like Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant. You want to be on that team, and you don't want to be on the team on the Milwaukee Bucks or something like that. You want to be with the Chicago Bulls, and we are here, right here, Frank. And you should think 1 week until next Saturday. You should think about this, and you should fucking join us on the panel as the new boss of RRR. What do you think about that, guys?
That's fucking awesome, dude. Because
why not?
I'll tell you right now, I consider this channel the New England Patriots of blogging channels, of live streaming things. They always fucking win. Patriots win. Patriots win.
If it were football, if it were American football, yeah, I give you that.
And these other channels, they are the fucking Cleveland Browns. Okay.
No, they are the farm teams. They're the fucking farm teams.
0-16 Cleveland Browns. Okay.
Oh, shit. They're
We
the
got to
fucking
take
farm
care of
teams.
everybody. Not everybody likes basketball, Ally. And I know in the PI, basketball is like number one, man. Everybody in PI loves basketball. Right? And no, Jimmy Dory, I did not read that from Google. You need to go see the Ferry if you want Google comments or Google information. Go see the Ferry.
Make sure you got 50 in your account so you can hand out those ones.
Yeah. I mean, my God. If I pimp my girlfriend and some cocksucker come up and said, here's $1, I would fucking block him. I would block him, okay? Holy shit. Come on, you fucking eunuch. Get real, man. Block the $1. Block the $1 donators and promote for the 5, 10, 15. Look at your boy, Mr. Noby, man. He gave $50. $50. And all he did was get a twinkling eye, and he could see the oil glistening across her rash on the forehead. You know, that's what he got.
How romantic.
$50, man. $50 well spent, man. Oh yeah.
I just gave our live stream here a thumbs down, and we are now at 48. So we need 2 more thumbs down to reach the magic number of 50.
Come
50.
on, hit. I gave
that.
I gave us a live thumb down, man. Come on, people, wake the fuck up. I mean,
Triple R gave a thumbs down. Come on.
Don't be so fucking lazy.
Why don't you tell Lost the Nomad to use his other account, Mrs. Heminger, and then log in and give us a thumbs down?
Lost the Nomad. That's you the whole time. God damn it.
Fuck. All these people are getting fucking pimped out there.
52 thumbs down right now. Just now.
Thank you. And you know what the great thing about this is? Next week we have sound effects and music. So thank you.
Yeah. And I will bring you some more snippets of what people say on different live streams, because I have people out there that send me reports. I don't go listening to these live streams. Don't fucking do it. People actually send me reports.
It's the same.
I go through their reports.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And after I get done with their fucking report, I go fucking verify it. All right?
I do the same.
I verify it. It saves me a lot of time.
Yeah.
Okay. Saves me a lot of time. And my 2 other fellow gentlemen here, I know they have the same setup.
Exactly. You know, I don't want to sound boastful or so, but when you become a star, right? When you really become a star on this platform, YouTube here, you don't have the time anymore, you know, to go and listen to these live streams. You know, you get people, you get fans who will send you that stuff and say, listen, please, to this and that minute. Try to listen to this part and try to listen to that part. What do you think about it? And then you get back and you take a look. After your secretary took a look at it, they will just forward it to an office, and that office will forward it to your secretary, and the secretary will personally come to you and say, hey, look, this is what's going on in the Philippine YouTube community. And that's how I do it, you know, since the money is coming in left and right, we don't really have the time anymore to listen to these live streams.
And you know,
we're just too successful. That's the truth.
This shit has got to be vetted, okay? Because I'm not going to ruin the reputation of Rip Rap Radio Show. This shit's got to be vetted. And the people that give me these reports, they're solid. They're solid.
Oh, yeah.
So,
oh, yeah.
You know, you got to vet this shit. You just can't put any old shit out there. And like some people come out there and said, oh my God, I heard Fazio is dead. That's what's going to happen to your fucking show, you idiot. All right? Hey, you might as well flush that show down the fucking toilet. That's what I'm talking about. These fake channels. They're like fake fucking news, man. Holy fuck. Holy crap. I mean, and these channels, what they do is they take 2 slices of Wonder Bread, right? And they smear shit on it and then close it up and they hand it to you and they tell you this is a Monte Cristo. Not a Monte Cristo. It's a fucking shit sandwich. But see, they guise it, and while you're chewing on it and giving your $1 bills, all right, you're like, yeah, this Monte Cristo is good, man. But you're actually eating a shit sandwich. Okay?
It's a Monty Shitsto.
Yeah,
I tell you that. I tell you this. You should be very careful when you talk about dollar bills, you know, because Fazio might get very offended about it, you know, because he thinks we are kind of afraid of him, you know. You know, Michael Fazio, if you hear this, no offense meant, right? But you are just really a very, very strange guy, you know. Even for me, I never really liked the guy. I never looked at his stuff on FB or on YouTube because it's just too fucking much to take in. You know, it's you know, you guys know Alf, right? That alien life form.
Yeah.
If that guy, if Alf would be human, you know how he would look like. He would look like Fazio.
I knew you were going there, Al.
Hoodwinked by an asshole. Oh, I hope we didn't say anything wrong here, you know, because else Fazio will come out with a diss vlog, you know, where he will diss us, like you know, in the old times, the West Coast rappers going after the East Coast rappers with a dissing video, you know, because he did that with JLB, and you know, I think JLB deserved it. Because JLB put out that news that Fazio was gone, and now I must say, I had my small encounter with Fazio over on FB, and I must say, I wish the news about his being not around anymore would have been true. That's it. So, Fazio, my name is Ale de Winter. Please sub to my channel, do a vlog about me. I would be very happy if you would come after me, you and your Mowgli street kid that you picked up somewhere, digging a hole somewhere in the Philippines and calling it the hotel. Why don't you just fucking build your own airport, bro? Like something like a new LaGuardia airport out there on Bohol or wherever the fuck you are, fucking clown.
Oh. All right, I got to tell you, Aloe, I can't sit on the fence on this one like the eunuch likes to do. You know, he likes to sit on fences. And so what I'm going to say is that, you know, Mr. Fazio, Mr. New York, I sleep with a smile on my face every time the Red Sox kick the shit out of the Yankees, number one. Number two, if you want to dance, I will dance. Okay? I have actually been to the dance, if you get my drift. Okay? I don't know what dance you've been to, but I've been to a real dance. Okay? And I've been to a few dances in my 20-year career. You want to dance? Come on over, buddy. We'll dance. Okay?
Dancing with the hoodwink, right?
Yeah,
Dancing with
the hoodwinked asshole.
Fucking Ronald McDonald dance competition. Featuring M. Fazio and his Mowgli Jungle Book street kid.
Will he smack
digging a hole, digging holes in the floor made easy by M. Fazio. Penguin.
Oh man, I tell you, man, this is great. I mean, when I saw that blog, him talking about dancing and shit, you know, trying to be all coy and cool and shit. I mean, dude, when an old guy does that, try to be cool and shit, it takes a certain type of old guy to pull that off. right? And Mr. Fazio, dude, you look like you were on the fucking Muppet Show. I was rolling out of my fucking chair, man. I was hearing the music.
Fazio is a guy who thinks his mom is his girlfriend. That's the type of guy Fazio is, you know. And if I couldn't care less if Fazio would come after me or you know. Or his fanboys, I couldn't care less, you know, because it would be the best PR that we could get, you know, when he and his 500 million subs will come after us. What will happen to us? We will go hungry, we will lose our money, we will get divorced, we will fucking get stripped of our citizenship. What the fuck? They will bring us to Guantanamo Bay, put us in a fucking orange suit. You know,
what's funny about the guy is that he was mad at James Williams because he had the evil eye from the $. Ooh.
Oh my God. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, no.
James Williams is a good dude, man.
Right?
Oh, absolutely. James Williams is an absolutely great guy and a very decent guy, you know, and it's really hard to say something against James Williams, but I believe that Fazio is a guy who is so fucking self-centered in his worldview that he probably doesn't even know how weird he actually is, you know?
No, I don't think he does.
How weird the guy is. If you look at it, it's like, oh no, I can't watch this. I mean, I can look at everything. I mean, I can look at fucking huge assholes and fucking gang bangs and shit like that. But Fazio is just, no, it's Fazio. And I actually, you know, I'm actually subbed to his channel, and I never watch his videos. You know, I just watched the one video where he said it is something like a dance video, and I didn't really get it. Maybe I'm just not intellectually not capable to understand the deeper sense of humor of a Michael Fazio. You know, the Jew Barker is just too much to take in, and it's like fucking diarrhea on YouTube, and it's just so fucking bullshit, you know. And again, Fazio or Fazio fanboys, if you hear this, please tell your master to come after us, because we would be more than happy. And they will come, this is for you out of the winter. This is my super wrench. And my chick, she has a huge truck. And with this truck, she will drive you fucking over. This is New York style Jew Barker. Yeah, right.
I tell you, I would love to have that guy sit down with a psychiatrist for about 20 minutes and then just film the look on the psychiatrist's face.
Why, you plan on sending him to a sanitarium?
It would be, no, not at all. It would be fucking priceless, because when I've reviewed some of his videos, man, I was like, what the fuck? I was so perplexed. And I thought to myself, not even a psychiatrist with a PhD could unravel this motherfucker. He is what I call an enigma within an enigma, man.
Please.
Just a fucking puzzle that you can't open it, man. You just can't fucking do it, man. I mean, fuck. I mean, he is so far out there. I know this guy, dude. If you ask him, is the Earth flat? I would guarantee he'll say yes.
Yeah, you're forcing his hand. Now it's going to come out with a video where he's switched out the bucket loader and he's got a fucking ground hammer. He's just pounding the shit out of the ground going, the Earth is flat. God damn it. I
just hope
I'll make this fucking hotel.
I just hope Fazio will live long enough to ever sleep in his own hotel. Fazio, I wish you the best. I wish you really the best.
Oh, man.
We got 60 people watching and 62 thumbs down. I think that's a new record, right?
64 thumbs down.
64 thumbs down. It's perfect.
Wow.
I love it. I fucking love it.
They're awesome, dude. You know?
Oh, wow. And, you know, some guy will come up with a story like, you know, they only make fun of the thumbs down, but it really hurts them. That's why you should really give them a thumbs down, because I got it figured out. You know what? Listen to me. They only say they want thumbs down, but that's a way for them to say they want to have a thumbs up. So you really should give them a thumbs down. Yeah, right. You know, that's what the people believe. And they're
Oh
so
my
fucking
God.
predictable. Wow. So fucking predictable.
Of course.
Definitely predictable. As, you know, from the eunuch to the rash girl, what the hell are you gonna do? You know, nada. They're not gonna listen to you. They're just, you know. And I have some advice for rash girl. Let's do this, man. Next time you come on, tune up a song by Donna Summer. She works hard for the money. I tell you, that fucking shit. Them $1 bills come rolling in. And so, guys, I'm gonna say this. It's time for me to go. I gotta go do some shopping. I hope you're not jealous, Ren. I'm gonna go fucking spend about $1,000 on a dishwasher. You know? Because I don't have a washwoman, and I'm jealous that you got a washwoman and I don't. Okay?
That's the message.
I have to buy a dishwasher. Okay?
A message to Chicago, to the man in Chicago.
Yeah, definitely. So, all you fucking losers in the chat, you can pick the corn out of my shit and eat it.
Wow.
As far as I'm concerned. All right. You can crawl across a mile of broken glass and drink my bath water. Okay. And I hope you have a good fucking day.
Great.
Carry on, gentlemen.
I think that was your last thought for the day, right, Popeye?
That's it. Well,
Okay,
that's
good.
it.
Yeah. Am I supposed to say what I think now?
If you can.
Well, would you
you
please?
can.
Would you please?
Come on.
Well, it was fun. It is always fun to be on Riff Raff Radio. You guys know that. And again, thanks for coming out, the guys in the live chat. Thank you very much for the support. We'll keep doing what we do best, and that's talking shit on this channel. And I think we'll see you next week. That's 10 p.m. Philippine Standard Time on this channel here. Let's see what the other guys will talk about when it comes to this show, you know, the trolls and so on and so forth. And again, please, gentlemen, from the other camp, from the other group, why don't you just go away and stop talking about us? It would be so easy. Do what you always preach. Don't talk about us. Thank you very much.
Look at this. What happened to Donna in Arizona? Like, we didn't know who Donna was. I don't know what happened to her. Maybe she died. But who knows? Who knows what happened to her? She'll come back when she's ready. I mean, she always appears like a cold sore. Come on.
Or a rash on your forehead.
Or a rash on the bum.
Yeah.
We'll just see when she comes back. Exactly. Or 3-day-old diarrhea. We'll see what happens. What can you do? Final thoughts again. We already gave our final thoughts. Fuck off. We're done. What the fuck do you want from us, man? What do you want from us? Blood? Well, you're not getting it this time, man. You can have some period blood later. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome, bro.
Thank you.